future billionaires, in this episode, we're stepping away from finance talk and diving into mindset. Because cultivating the right mindset is key to unlocking your path to success. Every successful person possesses a specific psychological trait, which has been recognized by Microsoft founder Bill Gates and NASA as a key criterion for hiring systems engineers. This trait is known as a growth mindset. The concept was first introduced by Stanford University professor and award-winning researcher Carol Dweck. She categorized human thinking into two types, the growth mindset and the fixed mindset. People with a fixed mindset believe that personal qualities are innate and cannot be changed through effort. On the other hand, those with a growth mindset believe that skills and intelligence, regardless of the field, can be developed through hard work. They embrace challenges and actively seek to expand their abilities. Today, I want to share why adopting a growth mindset is essential and how to cultivate it. In reality, everyone possesses both growth and fixed mindsets. In certain areas of life, we might think and act with a growth mindset, while in others, we might adopt a fixed mindset. These mindsets are like two different hats we wear. Some people tend to wear the growth mindset hat more frequently than others. Depending on the situation, we may switch between these hats. Wearing the growth mindset hat enables you to see the world differently and fosters a more positive attitude toward life, as you believe that fundamental human abilities can improve through effort. According to Dr. Dweck's research, in school tests, the top 20% of performers are often students with a growth mindset, while the bottom 20% are typically those with a fixed mindset. Individuals with a growth mindset are more resilient and adaptable. They view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow. Failing at a challenge doesn't make them feel like failures. Instead, they see it as a sign of room for improvement. They believe that greater challenges unlock greater potential and that abilities cannot be fully tested without sustained effort and training. They are convinced that hard work is the key to progress. In contrast, people with a fixed mindset often fear failure, worry about appearing less intelligent, and avoid challenges. Their fear of failure limits their potential, leading them to only engage in tasks they're already good at and habitually shy away from challenges. When faced with obstacles, they are more likely to give up because they fear failure. They tend to believe that ability can be measured by a single test and subconsciously support the notion that talent is predetermined. While they may work hard to achieve success, they often downplay or even dismiss the value of their efforts out of fear that their hard work might still lead to failure. Consider two entrepreneurs, one with a growth mindset and the other with a fixed mindset. Both embark on their entrepreneurial journeys and face obstacles along the way. At this point, they must decide whether to persevere or give up. The entrepreneur with a fixed mindset sees the challenges as unprecedented difficulties, interprets them as a sign of failure, and concludes that entrepreneurship might not be their calling, ultimately choosing to quit. Entrepreneurs with a growth mindset view entrepreneurship as a long journey. They see obstacles and challenges as their mentors, teaching them how to navigate the entrepreneurial path. By continuously adapting themselves, they cultivate the essential traits required for success, persist through difficulties, and ultimately achieve their desired outcomes. From these examples, we can see the importance of having a growth mindset. But how can we develop and strengthen this way of thinking? Here are 3 steps. Step 1, understand the brain's plasticity. Our brain, much like muscles, is highly adaptable. The synapses that transmit signals between neurons change in response to environmental stimuli and learning experiences. Each time we step out of our comfort zone to learn new knowledge or face new challenges, new synapses are formed, creating stronger neural connections in the brain. When we review existing knowledge, these connections become even more solidified. The brain's gray matter grows from these newly formed synapses. A report from the U.S. National Center for Biotechnology Information reveals that taxi drivers develop a significant amount of gray matter over years of driving experience, enabling them to navigate cities more effectively. Compared to bus drivers, taxi drivers have more gray matter because bus drivers usually follow fixed routes, while taxi drivers transport passengers to various destinations. Additionally, the amount of gray matter in taxi drivers' brains increases with years of work, showing that their actions trigger changes in the brain, making them more efficient at their jobs. The brain's plasticity lasts a lifetime, meaning our thinking patterns and traits can always be shaped and developed through training. Step 2, focus on the process. According to Carol Dweck, we should praise others for their effort and process rather than their outcomes. The most important and direct factor influencing growth is evaluative language from others. When someone's actions are met with comments like, "You're so smart," a genius, or you're just not good at math, or you're talented but not articulate, the focus on innate ability often fosters a fixed mindset. This can lead them to associate their identity with results, and if their efforts don't yield success, they may avoid challenges in areas they perceive as their weaknesses to prevent failure. However, when evaluative language shifts to focus on the process, recognizing effort and decision-making during actions, it promotes a growth mindset. For instance, comments like, "You stay focused," "You take initiative and see tasks through," or "You actively seek solutions," help individuals associate their identity with their choices and efforts, which are within their control. When others evaluate our actions based on the process, we are more likely to retain positive strategies and improve on less effective ones. For example, instead of saying, "You're so smart for getting an A," it's more appropriate to say, "Your study methods were very effective, and your hard work paid off with an A." This approach encourages students to focus on refining their study techniques and improving their processes rather than falling into the trap of a fixed mindset. Step 3. Embrace challenging tasks. To further strengthen a growth mindset, we must frequently step out of our comfort zones. People who avoid leaving their comfort zones often believe their success is purely a result of innate abilities because their achievements come easily. For example, a student who has never been challenged in school might receive an A and think, "I'm just naturally smart." This effortless A prevents them from reflecting on their learning process, leading them to equate their identity with grades. When they eventually receive a poor grade, they may conclude that they are unintelligent rather than examining and improving their study methods. On the other hand, regularly stepping out of your comfort zone encourages the shift from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. When you take on tasks you initially feel are beyond your ability, the challenge requires you to focus on the process and find ways to improve. For instance, running a 42-kilometer marathon might seem daunting at first, but when you decide to take on the challenge, you begin planning, such as scheduling 3 long runs per week. This training becomes part of the process and fosters your growth mindset by encouraging progress and perseverance. Stepping out of your comfort zone is about taking on challenges that push your limits, helping you grow and shifting your focus from fixed outcomes to the journey itself. To wrap things up, a growth mindset isn't just about positive thinking. It's about believing in the power of effort, embracing challenges, and continuously improving ourselves. It's a journey, not a destination, and it requires conscious effort to overcome fixed mindset tendencies. By focusing on the process, stepping out of our comfort zones, and understanding the brain's ability to grow and adapt, we can unlock our true potential. So, as you move forward, remember, challenges are opportunities, not obstacles. Keep learning, stay curious, and most importantly, keep growing. All right, future billionaires, that's it for this episode. If you found this episode insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss our next deep dive into the world of finance. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.